All right, all right. Checking that my microphone is on, and it is. So thank you, everyone. You have made it through a full day of Upstream. I hope you have been super inspired today. We have one more piece that stands between us and the bar and some more networking, but a very exciting piece. So we're doing this without headphones, as I see you're all headphone free, and hopefully you can hear us over the noise. We'll try to speak up and get things going. So I am thrilled to have the Erasmus Center for Entrepreneurship joining us on the stage, and they are going to be unveiling the 2024 edition of the top 250 companies from the heart of Rotterdam. This new cohort will be announced by Leonardo Foligni, who will also be welcoming a special guest to the stage. We're going to hear about a few trends as well from the report before we see the list, and we'll hear from former winner Sonja Meyrink as we dive into this. So a round of applause to welcome them to the stage. Leonardo, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Not sure. Yeah, you can hear me. Yeah, it's great to be here actually in Rotterdam to announce our top 250. As Melissa was saying, this is our 8th edition. And I must say every edition feels for us very special because we get to actually work together with a lot of inspiring entrepreneurs. But this edition feels maybe a little bit more special than other editions because we're actually proudly bringing our top 250 back to our home base in Rotterdam, which is actually also where it started a lot of years ago. And we're actually very proud to launch it from here. Such a nice festival for all startup and scale-ups coming from all over the country. And maybe important to mention, we're also not doing this on our own because it's really an ecosystem approach. We have, of course, our partner Enel Groeit, Saskia, that's also we've been working with a long time around top 250. Deal Room when it comes to data, a local scale-up hero, Hans from HelloPrint, and most notably also the gemeente Rotterdam, actually, which is allowing us also to be here today and to launch the top 250 from here, and our winner on the 5th of November. So maybe before going to the trends, I actually have a little special guest, Hermanieke from the city of Rotterdam, that wanted to share actually a couple of few words with us.
Thank you. Well, good afternoon. And it's great to have you here all in Rotterdam. I'm the General Director for Urban Development. And we can't develop this city without you. What we need are all those entrepreneurs. It's in the DNA of Rotterdam. All those startups and scale-ups who are active, whether they are young companies, whether they are companies with impact, whether they are women-led companies or, well, whoever is doing it here. And we're very happy to host the Upstream Festival here those days. I'm glad there's an enormous vibe around here and the sun's shining. And I heard there is, great things happening here. And I'm very proud to host this event.
Thank you very much.
And also that you are here now to take us in the top 250 companies. And I hope for all the ones who are in the top 250 that you find each other in the ecosystem in Rotterdam to work together, to grow, to develop each other, to find your talent, and to find places and spaces in Rotterdam to build upon good surroundings for people in Netherlands to live. So glad to be here, and hope to see you back in November.
Yes, on the 5th of November, indeed. It will be here in Rotterdam. Thank you very much. Let me see if this works, if I can also show our slides. Yes, that's great. So I wanted to show you, before we actually move to the actual reveal of the top 250, I wanted to show you 3 key facts that actually emerge from the cohort of top 250 of this year, which probably will be relevant for this crowd as well. So the first one is actually that what we are noticing is that the average age of the companies that are portrayed in the top 250 is growing. Until last year, we used to have around 15% of the top 250, the fastest growing companies in the Netherlands that were also a startup, meaning they were younger than 5 years. Well, this year we see actually that amount is halved. It's just 6%, and we see that the companies that are managed to achieve that high growth are becoming older, or actually are able to achieve that high growth on an older age. And why is that, you may ask? Well, we don't really know. I think that's also a question we have to investigate further. A possible answer could be that startups are maybe less able to grow that fast and to achieve that high growth at a young age. But another answer could also be that a lot of companies are purposely delaying the moment in which they achieve that high growth. And that's something we've discussed at this event also before. There's a lot of pressure also from investors on becoming profitable. So we notice that a lot of entrepreneurs are actually postponing a bit the moment in which they achieve this high growth momentum to the moment in which they have a more stabilized company to figure out the business model, but the internal organization as well. Maybe some good news as well. This is actually the distribution of where we see our top 250 being based. And maybe not a big surprise, but it's always Amsterdam takes it all. It's Amsterdam and North Holland that have the most top 250. But there are a couple of good news, maybe for us, also in the region of South Holland. First of all, we noticed that South Holland had quite a good increase in the number of top 250 from 32 last year to 51 this year, which is actually quite an impressive growth. And we see also cities like The Hague, for instance, moving from a very small number to actually 9 top 250 within a year, which is quite remarkable. Maybe also interesting is that our neighbors from North Brabant are actually doing better than they used to. So normally Utrecht would be our number 2. That's also where you are based with your company, but we're coming in a moment. But we see now that the number 3 province in the Netherlands with the most scale-ups is actually North Brabant. So that's actually also interesting to notice. And maybe one last thing before moving to you, Sonia, and something that is also very important to us at ECE also because of our She Leads initiative, is that we see that 1/3 of the companies in the top 250 actually does have at least one woman founder or one woman in the C-level leadership. You might think it's maybe not enough. I agree with you, but it's definitely an increase compared to the last years. And we hope to see this figure grow and grow every year. But I think the most interesting will be to reveal. But before we do that, maybe we should share a couple of impressions from our winner of last year.
Yeah, so Sonia, welcome.
Thank you very
You
much.
were the winner last year of the Golden Scaler and the Female Scaler Award.
Yeah.
And I'd just like to hear, what did that mean for you? What did that bring?
Well, first and foremost, the acknowledgement that we did a great job by growing our company at a hyper speed, which hurt and was hard work.
Yeah.
But it was really cool to get that prize. And actually, I really wanted to win it because the year before, I just had the female founder prize, and I wanted to have the big one.
Just the female founder.
I wanted to have the big prize, and I did. So last year was really really cool. What it brought us was a lot of publicity, a lot of network, new customers. So even more growth after winning that prize. So that was it was really really great. We're not competing this year, so don't worry. I'm not going to take the prize this year. Maybe next year.
We'll see you back again.
Oh yeah,
2025.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Sonia.
Thank you.
Let's the three of us stand here.
Yeah.
And Leonardo, you can take us into the big moment.
Yes, let's go to the reveal. Maybe just allow me to take one extra second because I mentioned some of the partners, but I would like to thank also Upstream for organizing all this. And most importantly, also our research team within ECE and also our marketing and design team for making all this possible. So I just want to give a little clap also for all the hard work that they did in the past months. So let's go actually to the most interesting part of the day, I would say. Maybe I have to click another time. Cliffhanger. Yeah.
There we go.
All right.
Here we are. Here's the list.
Here's the list. I'm curious if actually some people will recognize themselves in the list. I know there were actually 2 people on stage today that are on the list. So there shouldn't be a lot of strangers, I think, for this festival either. But a lot of nice activities will come. You will be in touch. If you're part of the list, you will receive an email with a press package and a lot of information. So check your inbox. And what are we going to do next?
Well, what comes next? Thank you so much for announcing these awards. And as you said, it's wonderful that a lot of these folks are in the crowd today or have been a part of conversations. This is actually the end of our program here on stage. I want to similarly thank the Upstream team for an incredible job. I have to say, I think this 5th edition is one of the best ones yet. So bravo, a round of applause for the Upstream team. Just a few quick but important announcements. The bar is open. That's the most important announcement. But I hope everyone here today, whether you're an investor, a corporate, a supporter, a startup, a student, someone looking for a job, I hope you found something that resonated with you. I hope you met someone who'll be important to you for your journey today. I'm Melissa Ablett-Jordan. It was absolutely an honor to host and have these conversations with you, and I look forward to seeing you again. So thank you.